Let's talk about something today that could change everything for you. One simple idea, one simple shift, one simple habit, just 1 hour a day. You see, most people think success requires a complete overhaul, a total reinvention overnight. But the truth is, success doesn't ask for everything at once. It asks for a little. Every day, an hour a day, an hour invested, not wasted. An hour spent planting seeds, not just hoping for a harvest. An hour where you step away from the noise and step into your future. You can spend an hour scrolling, or an hour building, worrying, or an hour preparing, an hour wishing, or an hour working. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. That's the magic. If you gave just one focused hour to your dreams, one sacred hour to your goals, what would your life look like in a year? In 5 years? In 10? Today, I want to share with you the idea that your future is not created in giant leaps. It's created in small moments of decision, moments like this one. So today, we're going to learn how to guard that 1 hour, to treat it like gold, to protect it like your life depends on it. Because in many ways it does. Because if you can discipline yourself to give just one focused hour a day, you can change everything. And it all starts right now. Success is predictable. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. Let me share with you a little secret. 1 hour a day. Just one. That's all it takes to change the entire course of your life. Most people think it has to be something massive. A grand event, a sudden explosion of opportunity. But life doesn't usually work that way. Life changes, slowly, quietly, in the unseen hours, in the choices nobody else claps for, in the work you do when nobody is watching. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. 1 hour a day, applied with purpose, becomes the compound interest of success. Small efforts done consistently will always outlast bursts of massive effort done occasionally. Everyone has 24 hours. The wealthy, the powerful, the dreamers, the tired, the lazy, 24 hours. No more, no less. What separates the winners from the rest? How they use those hours. It's not the hours you put in. It's what you put into the hours that counts. It's not about working 18 hours and burning yourself out. It's about carving out one golden hour. A sacred time each day. Where you work on you. Where you invest in your mind, your health, your skills, your future. Most people spend their time reacting to problems, reacting to circumstances, reacting to life. The successful spend at least 1 hour a day creating new skills, creating new opportunities, creating a better version of themselves. And it's not just what you do, it's what you become. Because every hour spent learning, practicing, or building, expanding, shapes your mind, shapes your future, shapes your destiny. You say you want a better life? Start by giving yourself 1 hour a day to build it. Imagine this. 1 hour a day on personal development. 1 hour reading the right books. 1 hour learning a valuable skill. 1 hour working on your health, your finances, your relationships. At first, it may seem small. It may seem insignificant. But give it a year, 365 hours of focused effort. You'll look back and you won't recognize yourself. You'll be ahead of 99% of the world who are still too busy or too tired. If you will change, everything will change for you. But change doesn't happen accidentally. It's intentional. It's deliberate. That hour is a declaration. It's you telling the world, I am serious about my future. It's you telling yourself, I am worth the effort. But beware. The hour you waste is the opportunity you lose, the future you forfeit. Time is unforgiving. It won't stop. It won't wait. And once it's gone, it's gone. So you must protect that hour. Guard it like treasure, because it is treasure. Every giant leap you see, every great success you admire, was built by countless invisible hours, one at a time, day by day. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is not a mystery. It's not luck. It's a decision. Practice daily. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. A better starts today. With 1 hour, your hour. Choose it. Own it. And watch how life begins to bend in your favor. Because while others waste their days, you'll be building yours. And the future, the dream, the life you crave, will no longer be something you hope for. It will be something you created. 1 hour at a time. Time management is the best kept secret of the rich. It's easy to say, I don't have time. It's easy to blame a busy schedule, a noisy world, the endless demands of life. But here's the true thing: you don't find time. You take it. You carve it out of the chaos. You see, the enemy isn't a lack of time. The enemy is a lack of priority. You have time. You have the same 24 hours that every successful person has, the same clock, the same minutes ticking away. The question isn't, do you have time? The real question is it important enough? You make time for what matters. You always have. You always will. If it's important, you will find a way. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. The world is filled with people who have every excuse imaginable. But excuses never built a legacy. Excuses never paid the bills. Excuses never changed a life. Discipline did. Focus did. Intentionality did. Now let's talk practical. You say you're busy. Fine. Let's find your hour. Start here. Look at your daily routine. Audit your time. Where does it really go? The average person spends hours each day scrolling, watching, reacting. Hours lost in distraction. Hours lost in noise. If you cut back 30 minutes of scrolling, 30 minutes of meaningless conversation, there's your hour. If you wake up 30 minutes earlier, go to bed 30 minutes later, there's your hour. You don't need a life overhaul. You need an adjustment, a small shift. Success is built by those who find the pockets of time others waste. Think about this. If you can waste an hour without thinking about it, if you can invest an hour by choosing to, and it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. An imperfect hour invested in yourself will beat a perfect hour that never comes. Don't major in minor things. Focus on what matters. Build the hour around growth, not entertainment, not distraction. Now, be honest with yourself. Are you willing to trade a little comfort today for a lot of success tomorrow? Because that's the trade. That's the price. 1 hour less of TV. 1 hour less of scrolling. 1 hour less of mindless drifting. 1 hour more of becoming. 1 hour more of growing. 1 hour more of building the future you say you want. You can either live your reacting to everyone else's agenda, or you can carve out time for your own. No more excuses. Excuses are expensive. They cost you your dreams. They cost you your potential. Discipline buys freedom. Discipline buys opportunity. Discipline buys the life you were meant to live. And remember, the first hour you fight for is the hardest, but it gets easier. Discipline compounds. Focus compounds. Results compound. Today's small effort becomes tomorrow's transformation. 1 hour a day. That's it. It's not overwhelming. It's not impossible, but it is urgent because life doesn't wait. Dreams don't wait. And success doesn't wait for those who are too busy making excuses. So find your hour. Claim your hour. Own your hour. Protect it. Honor it. Because that one sacred hour will change everything else. The clock is ticking. The only question left is, are you ready to stop making excuses and start making progress? Don't mistake movement for achievement. It's not just about doing something. It's about doing the right thing. Purposeful action. Deliberate growth. You see, an hour of distraction won't change your life. An hour of random motion won't create momentum. It's what you do with your hour. That makes all the difference. Now, most people stay busy. But being busy is not the same as being productive. Busy is easy. Purposeful is rare. The key isn't to fill the hour. The key is to build something in the hour. Growth must be intentional, not accidental, not left to chance. So ask yourself, what would move my life forward? What builds my skills? What sharpens my mind? What strengthens my character? Because every hour you invest is planting a seed, and every seed you plant will eventually bear fruit. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but inevitably. The law of sowing and reaping is not negotiable. You reap much later than you sow, but you always reap much more. One purposeful hour becomes one extraordinary life, if you are willing to stay the course. Now, Here's how to make that hour powerful. First, plan it. Decide before the clock starts what you will do. Don't enter that hour with vague hopes. Enter it with a clear mission. Second, focus it. No distractions. No multitasking. One thing. Full mind. A divided focus leads to divided results. Third, track it. Measure what you're doing. Measure how you're growing. The discipline of tracking keeps you honest. It keeps you moving forward instead of circling in place. Maybe you spend that hour learning, reading, writing, practicing a skill, building your side business, creating, strategizing. But whatever you do, make sure it builds you. Because someday that 1 hour invested, again and again and again, will be the bridge between the life you dream of and the life you live. You must become the architect of your future, and that hour each day is your construction time. Brick by brick, skill by skill, day by day. Small efforts compounded over time will create massive transformation. And here's the beauty: at first, it feels like nothing is happening. You might say, it's just an hour. You might be tempted to think, this isn't enough. But stay faithful, because success comes in silence before it comes in celebration. Growth happens quietly before it happens publicly. The world notices after the harvest, but the farmer notices during the planting. Don't despise the small beginnings. You don't overlook the hidden progress. Every great oak was once a tiny seed, and your consistent, purposeful action is that seed. You must trust the process more than your emotions, because some days you won't feel like it. Some days you'll want to quit. But discipline is doing what you said you would dog long after the feeling you said it in has left. Remember, you don't get paid for your hour today. You get rewarded for your discipline tomorrow. You don't get applause now. You get a life others will admire later. Because it's not the urgent things that shape you. It's the important things. The quiet hours of deliberate focus. The hours spent learning instead of scrolling. The hours spent practicing instead of complaining. The hours spent building instead of blaming. The world won't see your hour today, but someday they'll see the results. And they'll call it lucky. They'll call it talent. But you'll know the truth. It was the quiet hours. It was the lonely discipline. It was the unseen effort. One purposeful hour a day. That's the secret most will never know. And most will never use. But you can. The hour is waiting. The life you want is waiting. It's time to stop thinking about it and start building it. Motivation gets you started. Habit keeps you going. There's something powerful about beginnings. A decision, a commitment, a spark. But beginnings are not what build a life. What builds a life is what you do every day, over and over again, long after the excitement fades. Because excitement is temporary. Discipline is eternal. Now, 1 hour a day is powerful, but only if it becomes a habit. Only if it becomes part of your very nature. See, success is not one big leap. It's a quiet pattern of good decisions repeated over time. A lifestyle crafted hour by hour, day by day. The goal is not to try. The goal is to become. To become the kind of person who naturally invests in themselves. To become the kind of person who expects growth, who seeks improvement, who refuses to drift. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. So how do you build it? How do you take one powerful hour and make it part of who you are? It starts with consistency over intensity. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Not 7 apples on Sunday. That's the law. Success is not about heroic effort once in a while. It's about small efforts consistently without fail. So make it non-negotiable. Not if I have time. Not if I feel like it. Not if things are perfect. No, you schedule it. You honor it. You defend it. Treat it like a sacred appointment with your future self. Understand this. Consistency compounds. Small actions repeated daily don't add up, they multiply. 1 hour today leads to 7 hours a week, 30 hours a month, 65 hours a year. That's the equivalent of over 9 full work weeks spent building yourself. Imagine what kind of life you could build. If you dedicated 9 extra weeks each year to your dreams, your growth, your potential. The problem is, Most people underestimate the power of small efforts. They want big changes, so they expect big actions. But the truth is, life rewards the small things done faithfully. The muscles built one workout at a time. The books read one chapter at a time. The business grown one connection at a time. The wisdom gathered one idea at a time. Small things. Big life's not glamorous. It's not exciting. It's not Instagram worthy. But it's real. And real wins. Now, be ready. Building a habit is hard at first. It's uncomfortable. You'll be tempted to quit. Because change feels unnatural at first. Your mind and body love comfort. They love the familiar. Even if the familiar is mediocrity. You must push through the early resistance. You must get through the awkward beginnings. Every strong habit was once a fragile choice. Every master was once a beginner. There will be days you want to skip your hour. Days you want to compromise. Days you hear the voice whisper, it's just one day. It won't matter. But it matters. Every choice matters. Every day you either build the habit or you break it. Discipline is remembering what you want. Discipline is choosing purpose over comfort. And here's a secret. The first 30 days are the hardest. Then momentum takes over. What felt heavy will feel normal. What felt impossible will feel automatic. You won't have to force yourself. It will become who you are. That's the magic of habits. At first, you create the habit. Then the habit creates you. You don't have to fight every day forever. You just have to win the early battles. And when the habit is built, you'll wonder why you ever struggled. Because what used to be hard will become effortless. It's the invisible work that leads to visible results. And eventually, people will ask you, how did you change your life? How did you become so skilled? How did you create such success? And you'll smile quietly, because you'll know it wasn't one lucky break. It wasn't one giant leap. It was one faithful hour a day, over and over and over. It was showing up when it wasn't easy. It was honoring the small commitments. It was trusting the process when there were no immediate results. You will have built your life 1 hour at a time, and no one will be able to take it from you. Because what you become through discipline becomes yours forever. So don't just invest an hour. Build the habit. Build the rhythm. Make it part of your identity. Not just something you do. Something you are. The life you want is not waiting for a perfect moment. It's waiting for daily devotion. 1 hour habit. One transformed life. It's yours. If you're willing to build it. Your life only gets better when you get better. Let's pause there for a moment. Let those words soak into your heart. Your life does not get better by chance. It doesn't get better just because time passes. It gets better because you get better. Better thinking, better habits, better discipline, better actions. 1 hour a day. That's the secret most people miss. Not 12 hours, not 20, just one. 1 hour where you step outside the noise, outside the demands of the world, and you work quietly on you. That's the hour where transformation begins. That's the hour where dreams are born. That's the hour where you turn wishes into plans. At first, it's invisible. Nobody sees you reading that book. Nobody sees you practicing that skill. Nobody sees you stretching yourself beyond the comfortable. And honestly, sometimes you won't even see it either. It feels small. You'll think, is this even making a difference? But hear me now, every great achievement begins in silence. Every massive success begins in obscurity. Every champion you admire once trained alone, while no one was watching. 1 hour a day rewires your mind. You start thinking differently. You start seeing possibilities where you used to see obstacles. You start believing in your own ability to shape your future. Because transformation is an inside job. If you want a better car, you have to become a better driver. If you want a better life, you have to become a better you. And the beautiful thing is, 1 hour a day stacks up. It compounds like interest. Day after day, week after week, month after month, you start noticing changes. Maybe you hold yourself taller. Maybe you speak with more conviction. Maybe you act with more courage. Little changes that turn into major breakthroughs. Let's talk about the numbers. 1 hour a day equals 7 hours a week. That's 365 hours a year. That's over 9 full work weeks invested into yourself. Every single year. Now think about the average person. Most people spend 24 hours a day watching TV, scrolling endlessly, distracting themselves into mediocrity. You, on the other hand, are planting seeds. You are sharpening your mind. You are strengthening your resolve. And while others wonder why life feels stuck, you are building momentum step by step. Here's the greatest reward: transformation isn't just about achieving more. It's about becoming more. It's not just about the size of your bank account. It's about the size of your courage, the size of your generosity, the size of your dreams. When you commit to 1 hour a day, you are telling life, I am serious. You are telling opportunity, I am ready. You are telling yourself, I am worth the effort. And that belief, internal shift, changes everything, because people can sense when you believe in yourself. Doors open, connections happen. Opportunities are drawn to you. You don't have to chase, you attract. You attract success by becoming successful. You attract love by becoming love. You attract abundance by becoming abundant in thought, word, and action. Now, I know what you might be thinking. 1 hour a day seems small. Will it really make a difference? And my answer is simple. Small hinges swing big doors. 1 hour a day may seem small, but small, consistent actions, compounded over time, create extraordinary results. It's not about massive leaps. It's about faithful steps. It's about mastering the daily disciplines that most people ignore. While others complain, you build. While others blame, you grow. While others coast, you climb. And one day when you look back, you'll see a life feels almost magical, not because it was easy, not because you were lucky, but because you chose 1 hour a day. And you never quit. Here's what I want you to remember: your best self is not a dream. It's a decision. It's a commitment. It's hidden inside the choices you make when nobody's watching. It's hidden inside that sacred hour you carve out for yourself when the world is loud, but you stay focused. When excuses are easy, but you stay disciplined. Every hour you invest in yourself is a vote for the future you want. It's proof that you believe you matter, that your dreams matter, that your potential matters. Because you do. And if you will honor that 1 hour, every day without fail, you will wake up one day in a reality you once only dreamed about. You will have built a life of meaning, a life of excellence, a life of true success. From the inside out, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 decision. That's all it takes to change everything. And the beautiful part is you can start today, right now. So find your hour, protect your hour, use your hour, because 1 hour a day can and will create a brand new you. And the world is waiting for the best version of you to show up. It's time. Let's get started. Now remember, life doesn't ask you to be perfect. It just asks you to show up. Show up for yourself. Show up for your dreams. Show up for the life you know you were meant to live. 1 hour a day. That's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someday. Someday is not a day of the week. The future is built by what you do today. The best life is created, not wished for. And the clock is ticking. So decide, commit, and begin. Your best life is waiting, and it all starts with what you choose to do next.